I'm in a hell of a hole. Was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angels, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I'm back gon' be 10-5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember Yahanna's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord. Fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in his dress. She a bombshell. It serve cold. I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box. I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design fire for our babies to pass through it. The damn my king's reign. I be overzealous. They bought my jealous. I bought brand new parabellums.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a
application or acceptance the process application and multiple requirements the finance return has covered that is on the side so it might be a small container for the phone. At the end of the application, you'll ask you to confirm
they killed, give me a second, 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's
I'm in a hell of a hole. Was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angels, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
you want to confirm your notice ID number with God is you, just receive, you gender is female, 536, 558, and you do it. Successfully or successfully your option.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slip. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember Yahanna's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of man shooters. There was design found for our babies, the pain steward. The damn my king's reign, I be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new pair of bellows.
Again, for now, we'll go ahead and
Shalom, Israel. We got our Isupk started at 1 West Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yahanna. This is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class.
You can change your doctor. Are you mad at me or am I?
Salakia. We are the Isupk, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yahanna. And this is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class. So we're going to get it in tonight. And tonight, what I really want to talk about, because it's been going around, it's been, heavy on some people, or some people just don't understand, is brotherhood, how important it is. This is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class. So I just feel like in the midst of everything that's going on, Passover coming up, people trying to make preparations to get them and their family to North Carolina, or trying to get time off from the job, or just anything like that. Your brotherhood is your weapon. You know what I'm saying? And you got to utilize brotherhood. Now, being that we coming from the world, and we like to think like, well, I don't want to put nobody in my business, but your burden is my burden. And likewise, same with me. Mine is yours. We brothers and sisters in here. And we need to really utilize brotherhood both ways. From the person that's asking for brotherhood and the person that's giving brotherhood. It goes both ways. So I figured that, we'll get into brotherhood scriptures. Just a refresher and a reminder, just to build the people, tolerance up, build people acknowledgement up, and just so you'll be in the right spirit of brotherhood. So you'll know what our King Yahushua, who had the most ultimate brotherhood of us all, Commanding General Yahanna, never dropping his sword, for the brothers that come in after, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the sisters. We all have to utilize brotherhood in these harsh times. Because what happened a few weeks ago, what Putin did, exposing the truth, after we've been exposing the truth, but him doing it on a global, worldwide network, your brotherhood would need to be polished.
Okay, so that's
So we gotta make sure that we understand what brotherhood really is.
I do apologize about that. Yes, ma'am. So
yeah, we gotta do that.
When I spoke with you, the
So the first scripture we're gonna go is Hebrews 5:12.
So it's up to you to determine which one of those, which plan would be more beneficial to you. For the people that stay with them, they're not fine.
Shalom Shayirah, Shalom Ramah, Shalom Bayana, Shalom Trooper Kaya. So we're gonna go to Hebrews 5:12, which we always go to, Monday and Tuesday night, because I was taught this. And now that I'm teaching, I got to make sure I explain. You know what I'm saying? So it says, for when the time that you ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God, and are become such as have need of milk and not strong meat. That being said, you need to be taught how to be brotherly. You know what I'm saying? Shalom Tinker, Rodriguez need to be taught how to be brothers. Because what people in the world don't understand is brotherhood is what stick us together, what keep us together, what hold us down when, nobody else don't give a damn about a Black, Hispanic, Native American. You know what I'm saying?
Shalom, Yahanna, Bashin, Bashin,
Hey, Shalom, how about some Shabrakatah? What's going on, White?
not much, man. Shit, I'm about to head to the slavery. I'm
Oh,
hopping
okay,
in.
okay.
I'm hopping in.
Oh, no sweat, no sweat. We got newly raised up priest and officer Gobble War
All
in
right.
the building. So what I was just going over was Hebrews 5:12. And I was telling the people that it says that when you ought to be teachers, you need one teacher again. And I was saying that we need to be taught brotherhood
All right.
again. We need to be taught like what's the foundation of this truth, which is brotherhood. What's gonna hold us together? What's gonna keep us caring about one another? It's Christ told us to love each other as we love ourselves. You
Con,
know what I'm saying?
con.
And before I could be a teacher, I had to learn the scriptures according to the actual breakdown. I had to learn brotherhood,
Right,
sisterhood. I had to learn what's important, which is not myself, but other folks. I had to learn to become a servant.
right.
You know what I'm
Salakia.
saying? Go ahead, boy.
I was gonna say anything outside of what we being taught in the truth is selfishness.
Right, right. So, like, if you want the truth of the Bible, you got to join the ISUPK. You got to get in class and learn the correct way. Learn that blacks and Hispanics are the true children of the Most High, the true children of Israel. Learn that we have high holy days that we gotta make sure we participate in. Learn that we can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster. Learn that you cannot sleep with whores, do drugs, smoke weed, hate your brother without a cause, lie, steal, kill, rape. We can't do none of that. All these are commandments. And what you also have to learn that you have to have brotherhood because we ain't gonna be able to make it without each other. Y'all see what's going on in the world? The world is turned upside down. What's wrong is right, and what's right, people don't give a damn about. So you have to be taught these things over like a child, like a babe. A babe needs milk. It don't need nothing stronger than that. Can't give an infant juicy juice. So, you know, that being said, like your brotherhood builds character too. If you're a brotherly brother or a brotherly sister, it'll show and people will recognize it. Not that you're doing it for recognition, but people will commend you of being brotherly and sister. And if you don't have brotherhood and sisterhood, people will also know that too. And they wouldn't really come to you in dire need of help because they know you're not very brotherly. And that's something that we all must work on ourselves to find out what are you in the right spirit? Are you being brotherly? It's okay to get counsel on it. It's okay to pray about being more brotherly or more sisterly. Or are you being brotherly and sisterly in the correct way? Is your brother and sister best interest at hand and thought while you asking or while you know what I'm saying, going through something? Are you gonna put your brother and your sister uh in a predicament Well, they might get in trouble or something, or they might jeopardize anything, freedom, or anything like that. You got to think about these things. You can't ask your brother to come over there and pick you up from a known drug dealer house that might get raided by the cops or robbed by the thugs. What you doing over there anyway? If that's the case, walk down the street and say, "Hey man, just pick me up on the corner." And your brother gonna tell you also, "Bro, you shouldn't be hanging around over here." We got to be taught how to be brotherly when we was all selfish in the world. When I say being selfish in the world is us just putting ourselves first before anything. I thought being a real nigga was a certain code that you went by, a certain code that you just certain things you just didn't do. But I don't know when I found out about the truth when I got into school that Yahweh Christ was a real nigga. Cause I don't know too many people, too many brothers that are willingly die for somebody that don't give a damn about them or have mercy on them or show them any kind of kindness. They say you got to do something to get something. Or what's in it for me? We got to have selflessness when dealing with brothers and sisters. But you also have to know the spirit behind certain things. Because you can't like put yourself in a predicament, then neither one of y'all can help each other. So you got to know when, you know what I'm saying? You got to know when to use wise judgment in certain things. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick and get the first scripture. We're going to get Matthew 5:20. So gonna get that. Get Matthew 5:20. And it's okay to like uplift your brother and your sister then when they feeling down, to motivate them, to give them courage. You know what I mean? It's okay to give them wise words of inspiration. But you also got to be 100 with it. You got to make sure that you give them wise counsel. You got to make sure you know what you're talking about. These things is very important when it comes to using this weapon we call brotherhood. And you just can't be screaming brotherhood, sisterhood, and all this, and you're not doing it. You're not, you know what I'm saying, utilizing it. When you're in a jam, you too prideful to ask for counsel. Or you too prideful to, you know what I'm saying, reach out to a brother or sister and just rap with them a tad. You never know. That might lift up the other person's conscience. They might be going through something and they might be afraid to reach out, and you reaching out to them like, man, how you doing, man? I'm Tawab. Are you sure? And then they might just open up, man, you know, slavery giving me hell and this and that. And brother might be like the same way. Damn, bro, I'm going through the same thing. My slavery giving me hell too. And then y'all coerce with each other. Y'all talk about it. And then before you know it, the end of the conversation, both of y'all uplifted because y'all done shared each other burdens. Know what I'm saying? Y'all done went through it with each other. So that's a good thing to do. Like, check on your brothers, check on your sisters. Ask them how they day going. Oh, I ain't want nothing. Just hollering at you. You know what I'm saying? When we used to go to camp, that used to be the best part of my week. Going to camp, get around the brothers. I release pressure. Some people go to the gym. I go to camp. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shalom, warrior.
Shalom, y'all was your work thought, sir.
Hey, what's going on?
Net, sir.
Are you good?
Con with Con.
All right. We in Matthews 5 and 22. If you want to
Con with Con.
so we're gonna grab the first scripture. It's Matthew 5 and 22. We're gonna start at let's start at verse 20. When you brothers can read for me.
Con with Con, sir.
All right, you got it, Warrior. We're gonna start at verse 20.
Con with Con. Matthew chapter 5, verse 20. For I say it to you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Right. So this is saying Christ is telling y'all he raising the bar. He's saying unless your righteousness exceed the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and we all know that they was doing whatever they wanted to do behind closed doors, but they knew the law. That's why Christ said in the other scripture, do as they tell you to do, but don't do as they do, because they always came up against Christ. They didn't know about brotherhood. They knew about they tried to use the laws to jam Christ up, but they could never do it. So what Christ saying is, unless your righteousness exceeds the Pharisees, because they know the law, they do this, but you have to exceed them. You have to go past that. I'm raising the bar. You got to go, your righteousness and your brotherhood, your sisterhood, your love for the Most High, and your people got to go past the level of the Sadducees and Pharisees. If not, you ain't going to see the kingdom. You ain't going to be ruling in the kingdom of Christ. Because the Sadducees and Pharisees plotted to put Christ to death. They had their own agenda going on, and they didn't want Christ messing that up. So they always came up against Christ. And Christ knew that. And he would break them down and get out of that jam with the scriptures and the knowledge that the Most High gave him to teach us. That's why he was the perfect example on how to do the law, how to serve the Most High, how to be a brother and a sister. Christ was the blueprint. And he said, unless your righteousness exceed the scribes and Pharisees, you can't be a ruler in the kingdom of heaven. You can't even make it to the kingdom of heaven. You got to do more than just the bare minimum. You got to go above and beyond. And it got to be true. You got to be 100% real. Go ahead.
Con with Con, sir. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment.
Right. So it's saying like old timers, that's the brothers back in the Old Testament. The prophets. And Moses letting you know about the commandments. Thou shalt not kill. That's the commandment. That's a law. And Christ saying, yeah, you heard in old times of them that say thou shalt not kill, but whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of judgment. You will be judged if you killed somebody. You could be stoned or put to death yourself. Read on.
Verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. Whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakar, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
Christ is listing a whole thing, a whole bunch of other acts that you could be in danger for. That is unbrotherly. He letting you know, not just killing the brother is against the law or unrighteous, but he letting you know that if you angry with your brother for without a cause, you hating on him, and his brother think he all that. I don't like this thing. Oh, I don't rock with them niggas. Oh man, that nigga don't get along. And the brother is totally unaware why you have a fault with him. You just being like that with the brother just cause you in danger of the judgment. And the judgment is the punishment. Whatever punishment the Lord see fit for you, you in danger of it. I don't like that sister. Oh, I don't like her. She thinks she all that. Or that sister that don't never say hey shalom to me first when I see her. Oh, I don't like that sister because she courting my husband. I don't like that sister because every time she just thinks she better than everybody. How you know that? Have you ever talked to that sister? Have you ever said shalom, sis? How you doing? Checked on her? Or you and a group of other sisters getting together gossiping? That's a no-no in the school. All of these are in danger of judgment. And he also said that whosoever shall tell his brother rakah, that's like a cuss word. That's like a word saying like let's see if we can find that word in the Hey Shalom, warrior. Let's see.
Shalom, Adawan. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Hey, you have us from Sharkta. Going on.
It's all
We in
good.
Matthew.
Adam Tawab over here. Where we at?
We in Matthew 5 and 22. See if I can find this word real quick. It's like you bear with me. See if they might have it in the Bible dictionary. Okay, in the Bible dictionary, what page is this? 486. It says rakah, empty, vain, worthless. A term for contempt or scorn. So it's like you calling your brother worthless, or you scorning him for no reason, or anything like that. You in danger of hellfire. The Lord can hit you with anything. His judgment is whatever he decides. Know what I'm saying? His judgment is whatever he decides. Not only that, he said, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Hellfire is the wrath of the Lord. Calling your brother a fool, calling your sister a fool, saying to your brother or sister, Rakah, you worthless, scorning them for without a cause. All this you can be judged for, man. The Lord don't play around with that. All this you could be handled. You could be handled. In the council, they'll take up counsel of what should be done to you. Brotherhood and sisterhood is important, man. It's the glue to this thing. And we can't have no weak spots in this whole thing that hold us together. Because y'all see what's going on in them other camps. Y'all see what's going on in the Christian church. All the love and things they supposed to have for each other in the Christian church, y'all know it's a full-blown soap opera. They might as well have that on what's that show that what's that show that be coming on with Lil Scrappy and all them on there. Y'all know what show I'm talking about?
Love and Hip Hop, sir?
Love and Hip Hop. That's what they should have. They should just film the Christian church. Just have a film on that thing nonstop. Cameras rolling nonstop. It'll be just like Love and Hip Hop without the alcohol. We are in the truth if we are in the ISUPK. And some of you are the only ones in your city that know the truth. Some of you are the only ones in your family that's in the truth. On your job, in your circle of friends. So therefore you got to be a prime example. You got to be the prime example. How to be brotherly and sisterly to people that don't know what it means or what it is to have true brothers and sisters that care about you. So we're done with that one. And anything y'all want to bring up, man, y'all free. More than welcome. So let's go to Matthews 18 and let's see. '21. Whoever got it, y'all can go ahead. Matthews 18 and 21.
Salakia, sir.
Somebody say Salaki?
Khan, this is Trooper Armand.
Go ahead, Trooper Amon. You got it for me?
Khan Alawan Khan.
All right. Next line for me, boy.
Khan, this is Matthews 18, verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times?
So what Peter is doing, Peter is asking a question that all of us probably asked one time in our journey. Or, you might ask this question frequently. Peter asks like, man, how many times have I got to have mercy and forgive a brother that crossed me? How many times that I got to, forgive this man and he keeps sinning against me? He keep doing things to me that I don't like. I told him. He'd be like, all right, we're gonna fix it. But he do it again.
Salakia,
7
sir.
times is just a number that he just threw out there. Go ahead.
That is, and Salakia, that is a question I did have myself. Like, how many times do I have to forgive him till I go upside his head like that? You know.
Right. Because that's what we used to. Sometimes you don't get no passes. In the world, you might get one. All right now. All right, bro, chill. Or all right, you done did it to me one time. It ain't gonna happen again. Shalom, Officer Yawsop. And Peter had a question that most of us would want to ask Christ. Like, what the? Okay, well, damn. Didn't he keep trying me, bro? And I keep sparing him. How many times I got to do this until I just react? You know what I'm saying? How many times? Shalom, Zakiah and Shirah. How many times? Because I'm about to explode. I ain't soft. I ain't no punk, so he ain't gonna keep trying me like I'm a punk. It don't even really have nothing to do with that. Go ahead to verse 22.
Khan on one Khan. Verse 22. Jesus said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
So Christ raised the bar. Christ always raised the bar. He's like, nah, man. Forgive that brother as many times as he asked your forgiveness. As many times that he trespassed against you, and he say, brother, forgive me, man. I'm sorry. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me, bro? I've just been going through some whatever reason it is. If he asks for your forgiveness, forgive that brother. Now, after that, you just probably got to limit your ways on how you deal with that brother. You probably just got to, keep him at a distance. If this is an oncurring, situation that's always happening, just probably like distance your time around the bush, around the brother. Shorten your time up a little bit. So that way, you ain't putting yourself in a predicament where he gonna try you again or trespass against you, and you still, being brother to the brother. Somebody say Salaki?
Khan on one Khan. That's a trooper of mine. So
Go
breaking
ahead.
that part down, when you said limit yourself to that brother, like you mean like separate from him, or like for example, if I have a brother that's always loaning money from me, but he never give it back, and he keeps coming back, and I'm forgiving. He's apologizing, but then I forgive him. And then he asks me again for money, and I'm like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, would I be in sin for, would that be unbrotherly? Like, if I was like to limit him like access to my funds or something simple like that. Is that what
Nah,
you
that
mean
one
by
you wouldn't be in. What I mean by is you got to use wise counsel. Like, if you know this brother won't never pay you back, why would you keep lending him money? Know what I'm saying?
God?
Nah, bro, I can't do that. I can't do that this time, bro. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Last time, you know what I'm saying, we had some issues, and I don't want to fall out with you about, no money, but that kind of transaction between me and you don't really work out well, bro. Know what I'm saying? So I just rather not do that. I'd rather not put myself in a position like that. It ain't nothing brotherly telling somebody no when you can't do it. And when I say
Okay.
limit yourself around that person, like if you're not always around, then maybe he won't always ask you. You might go to somebody else. Just be straight up with him. You still my boy, but that type of stuff, me and you, we don't really gel too well on that, bro. Now, if you could just, you know, maybe help him out instead of loaning him the money, if that won't hurt you, it won't put you in the bind, you know, do that. But if you know for certain that this is gonna put you in a bind, you can't do it, brother. You got to use wise choices and wise decisions. That ain't being unbrotherly if you telling the brother that you can't do certain things that you can't do.
Yeah, that's why I was Salakia. That's what I was thinking about there, cause like it's like if I tell him no, I can't do it, it's not gonna be because I don't have it. That would be because of his behavior in the past or what he
Right,
keeps repeating to do. You see,
right. And you
then you know
done,
how
and
our
you,
people is. Then they want to start bad mouthing you. Then after that, you know what I mean?
yeah, and they showing you the true spirit of the nature. So if I tell you no, bro, I become your enemy. If I tell you no, I'm this
God,
and I'm that. What about all the times I said yeah?
God,
You didn't have none of this to say when I always said yeah. But when I tell you no, it's like this. My answer gonna always be no if you show me that side of you. It's always gonna be no. Nah, bro, I can't do that. Because I know you're not being brotherly to me. That's what I was saying in the beginning of the class. Brotherhood goes and sisterhood goes both ways. It's just not one-sided. It's just not you come to a brother for uh help or you coming to a sister for help. And you're not you know what I'm saying, you're not giving back the same thing. You coming to somebody for help, knowing that it's gonna put them in the bind, that ain't really brotherly or sisterly. Because you knowing your brother and your sister gonna do whatever it takes to help you out. But if you ain't matching the same energy, how is that brotherly? How is that sisterly? Now we ain't doing nothing for gain or recognition, but come on, you gotta meet people where they at. Hey brother, can you I'm a little short. I'm a little short a lot more, but if you could just help me out with this and I'll figure out the rest. Cool, no sweat. And I'll pay you back, when I'm able to pay you back, because there's a law. You can't charge usury on a brother or sister. Or there's a law in the scriptures that you can't be hounding a brother or sister to pay you back. Also, this is how just the Lord is. That person that you loan the money to, if they have it, they can't withhold that money from you. You see how that work out?
Khan and one
I can't
Khan.
hound right. I can't hound you for the $50 I gave you, but if you got $150 in your pocket, you cannot hold my $50 in your pocket. You must pay me when you have it. That's how honorable and just and righteous the Lord is. He put that in the law. So that goes both ways. You feel what I'm trying to say?
Khan and one Khan. So you're not to even ask him about it? Like say if he forgot or whatnot, would that be considered hounding him?
No, hounding him is you calling that man every day, every
Khan, I
hour.
follow you.
If he say he got you on Friday and it's Sunday, no sweat. I'm gonna see you Friday. Friday come around 7 p.m. You give him a call. Ring. Hey, what's up, bro? Nah, much you good? Yeah, I'm good. Hey, about that little situation. You ever get straight on that? You got me? And his answer should be, if he have it, yeah, bro, pull up. I got you. But if he don't have it and he know like he really truly don't have it, that brother will be a man about his be like, hey, Salaki, bro, I know I told you Friday, man, but could you give me a couple more days to get together? Things ain't work out as I thought it was gonna work out. And I don't, I don't mean to put you in the bind, but could you work with me? Could you give me a couple more days and I got you? Who can't understand that? All right, bro. No sweat. You say you need a couple more days? All right, bro. But I'm gonna need you in a couple more days, bro. I'm gonna need you to have that because I got things going on too. You know what I'm saying? That's brotherhood. All right, I got you. And if you bring it to that brother like that, I guarantee you that's gonna be all in his mind is getting you that money. Cause you showing them brotherhood, you showing them love, you showing them patience, and you ain't, what I'm saying, being like, what I'm saying, how the oppressors is with us. We got to be opposite of the oppressor. Feel what I'm saying? The oppressor don't show you no love, no mercy. So yeah, in that case, if it's like that, where a brother keep borrowing from you or a sister keep borrowing from you, and they not giving back, they not reciprocating brotherhood. So you got to try to like shut that down. Don't mean that you love them any less. You just don't deal with them in that area.
I don't want God.
That's what Christ saying too. Christ saying like, if that brother say forgive him, and he really want your forgiveness, and he really trying to make it and work it out, just forgive him. But protect yourself at the same time. Don't hate him. Don't go beat him up or nothing like that. Don't beat no sister up or talk about her behind her back to other people. Keep whatever y'all got between y'all two. And if it need to go to council, take it to council. But you cannot be out here talking behind people back in this school or just period. Not even in the school, just period. That ain't brotherly. That ain't what Israel do. That ain't what we do. That ain't One West. That ain't UPK. I always went by the motto. I can say whatever. I'm gonna tell you whatever it is to your face. If I can't tell it to your face, I ain't gonna say it at all. So, yeah, that's what Christ was telling Peter. Like he was telling Peter, like, yeah, he trespassed against you. He sinned against you. But did he come to you and ask you for forgiveness? Forgive that brother. How many times we done trespassed against the Lord and he forgave us without us even asking sometimes? All the high holy days we miss, all the tithes we forgot didn't pay, all the eating crab, pork, shrimp, lobster, smoking weed, sleeping with whores, sleeping with many men, all those things that we trespassed against the Lord, he still forgave us, had mercy on us. Now you mean to tell me when it's your turn to show that same mercy and forgiveness, you gonna turn up on the person? None of us should be walking around the earth right now. Then, if we gonna have that, if we're gonna be like that,
Oh,
this is what Christ was teaching his disciples. Like now, you got to be better than that, man. You got to go a little harder than that. Yeah, our people hard to deal with, but so were you at one point. Shalom, Yanakwa. That's the spirit of that. And other other brothers need other brothers in different ways. Sisters need sisters in different ways. But just make sure on both ends that you both are being brotherly and sister towards each other, not just receiving, but you giving. Because that is important. It's important for us, to us. So we're going to get up off of that one, and we're going to go to Matthew 25 and 40. Well, we can select. Yeah, we're gonna go with a we can go to 40. And we can start at 32. My bad. Yeah, Philly brother got it. Matthew 25 and 32 to verse 40. That brother's done fell asleep on me on here.
Salakia, sir.
Class getting bored.
It's super amount again.
Yeah, I see. I hear you on here. I'm talking about the other brothers on here too.
Salaki.
Well, you on the way to the slavery?
Kind of one sir. I'm tuned in though.
Oh, okay. No, not you, Gabawa. I know you say you on. I'm talking about the other trooper.
Salaki, sir, what'd you say, sir?
I say, you in the class or you over there playing Fortnite?
Nah, I don't even know what Fortnite is, but I'm in
Call
class.
of Duty. All
Yeah, I
right.
don't play that.
All right, no sweat, because I might need you to pull another scripture for me. Just be on standby for me.
Con, I got you.
All right, no sweat. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Trooper Amon.
This is Matthews 25, verse 32. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats.
So what this is talking about is like when Christ come back, all nations gonna be gathered before him. He's gonna separate the children of Israel from all the other nations, from all the heathens, from all the non-Israelites. People that not of the 12 tribes is gonna be shifted. From the sheep is the Israelites, and the goats are the other nations. This is what this is talking about here. Go ahead.
Verse 33. And he shall set the Salakia, and he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left.
He fucking with the sheep. He ain't fucking with the goats.
With the sheep.
Know what I'm saying? He raising the sheep up, putting them in their right position, and to the left with the goats. Hey, shalom, troop.
Shalom, shalom. Outside Christ.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
That's going back into our rightful position. And I don't get it twisted. Some of Israel gonna be goats. The ones that ain't following the commandments and serving the Lord, you gonna be considered a goat. Even though you are children of Israel. You just as a heathen to the Most High, you not following the laws, statutes, and commandments. You ain't no better than them. You even worse because the commandments and the laws was given to you. It wasn't given to nobody else. You know better. Go ahead.
Kind of the one kind. Verse 35. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in.
Christ is saying, you looked out when I ain't had nothing. There's many days I ain't had nothing to eat. You showed up with a plate. You took me out to eat. You gave me a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had nothing to drink. I'm thirsty. You gave me water. You gave me juice. You gave me even strong drink when my spirit was low. You had a drink with me. Took me out to the bar. Showed me a good time. Get my mind off of things. I ain't had nowhere to go. Didn't nobody know me. Parents kicked me out. My family disowned me because I'm coming into the truth. I'm learning about, our heritage, our culture. Nobody don't want to mess with me. I'm a stranger now. You took me in. You showed me brother love. You brought me into around your family on the weekends having barbecues. You invited me out. You showed me the ropes. Go ahead.
Kind of the one kind. Verse 36. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me.
We got food drives. We got clothing drives. I ain't had no clothes. I was sick at the hospital. I ain't got no family down here. You came and sat up there with me. You made sure I had what I needed to get over this cold, over the COVID, whatever it is. You was there. You was riding with me. You visit me. You made sure you checked up on me. You called me. Hey, bro, how you doing? Sis, you called her. Hey, sis, I know you got going on. You all right? How you doing? Everything good? You need anything? Know what I'm saying? You being caring. You showing brotherhood and sisterhood. You would want somebody to do that for you. How you feel when you just sit up in the hospital and nobody came and called and checked up on you? Hospital already feel like you be on your last leg. You going enough for any damn thing. You want somebody to check up on you. Christ said, you done did all this for me. Go ahead.
Kind of the one kind. Verse 37. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink?
They don't even know when this happened. When did I do this unto you? When I seen you without nothing and I did all this? When have I ever been around you and you ain't have and you went without? Go ahead.
Kind of the one kind. Verse 38. When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee?
Keep reading.
Verse 39. Or when we, Salakia, or when saw we thee sick or in prison, and came unto thee.
Go ahead.
Verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these of my brethren, ye have done it
Of my who?
unto me. On the
Of
least
my
of
who?
my brethren, on one of the
My
least
brethren.
of my brethren.
One of the least of my. When you did this to another brother, when you looked out for another brother or sister, when you went out your way to make sure another brother or sister was straight, the Lord see it. Christ said, when you do that to another brother, it's just like you did it to me. It's just like you gave me food, you gave me shelter, you visited me when I was in prison, you visited me when I was in the hospital. You showed love, you showed brotherhood and sisterhood. When you did this to each other, it's just like y'all doing it to me.
Con.
So don't ever forget that. Don't ever think that, the Lord don't see what's going on. Christ didn't have nowhere to go. He ain't have no house, no nothing. He ain't even carry no money with him. But Christ was just showing everybody, like, this is brotherhood. This is what you're going to need to make it through the times that's going to come upon you. You're going to need this. One of you might not need it today, but who's to say you might not need it next week? Next month, next year, whenever the case may be, you might still gonna need it. You got to practice and shine and polish this brotherhood and sisterhood up. Get all the kinks up out of it. This is what Christ was showing us. Because he also said, read well, just to go down to who can you read verse 41 and 42?
Sir. Verse 41. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. Verse 42. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink.
So what Christ is saying, and he just reiterating what he said in the earlier scriptures, everything that y'all did on the right side, the righteous, y'all go on the right because y'all did this for another brother or another sister. Y'all go to the right. But those of you that didn't do this to a brother or sister, y'all going on the left. Y'all ain't even gonna make it to the kingdom. Because when a brother or sister came to you for something, or you seen them struggling and you offer no help, that's wicked as hell. Now, if you could help. But if you can't help, at least try to figure something out. Just to say, like, well, damn, at least I did try to help. Or I pointed them in the right direction, got them some kind of help. But if you just sit back and be like, well, shit, that's just them. Shit. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Don't put yourself in a bind. But at the same time, still show some mercy. Compassion. That's the word I'm looking for. Show some compassion. Even if you ain't a brother come to you and they hungry and you ain't got no money, but you got groceries, cook up a meal and take a brother a plate. Hey, bro, I ain't really got no cash, but I did cook. Here go a plate. Here go 2 plates. So that way you can have something to eat for now or and tomorrow. or I ain't got much, but you welcome to stay and have dinner with me. You know what I'm saying? Have compassion. Yeah, Kwase said, like you, sir, are we obligated to help out brothers and sisters who are in the world and are wicked? The scriptures say, be careful to those you do good to. If they wicked, you wouldn't really have no parts of dealing with them anyway. You want to stay away from around wicked people. And if they need your help, and they coming to you, as you telling them, hey, look, I'm in the Isupk. You need food? Call them. Let somebody else handle that situation for you. They need clothing or shelter. Call them, give them your camp leader number. Don't you put yourself in the bind when you still trying to get yourself together. Let brothers that are seasoned deal with that, because they know how to target that spirit behind whatever the case may be, because this is what's going to happen to you. Dealing with a wicked person, as soon as you tell them no or you can't do it, they don't fuck with you no more.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I done seen case in the world where, just like you say, that's heavy. Where as soon as you say no, they unalive people for that.
Yeah, that's right. And that, be honest with you, that's how they felt about you all along.
Con.
They just dealt with you because you kept saying, yeah, you was helping them out. They needed something from you. But as soon as you tell them no, their true spirit come out.
Con.
And like I was saying earlier, if I don't help somebody out and they be like, well, you know what I'm saying, man, forget you, bro. You think you better than everybody. That's why I don't fuck with you anyway. Cool, no sweat. You ain't gonna never have to fuck with me again. My answer always gonna be no. So don't even ask. The moment you show that you ain't give two downs about me, because I don't have it at this point, I ain't gonna never have it. Don't even ask me. I ain't gonna put myself in a position to be dealt with like that. Help a brother or sister that's on the same page you on, that's in the school, first before you venture out and try to, help other people that's not trying to serve the Lord, that's not trying to raise God's chosen people up. They got plenty of other people they can go to. You ain't the only person that they know.
Salakia, sir.
You probably the only person that give a damn. So they're gonna play on that. Don't let them play on your type of spirit that you have towards, what I'm saying, your brothers and your people, because you love God's chosen people. Don't let them use that against you. Stand firm. Let your yay be yay and your nay be nay. Go ahead. Somebody say Salaki.
Khan, sir. This is Trooper Rahman. With a good precept for that, I want to paraphrase it. It says something on the lines of help not a sinner, but do good to a
God.
godly.
Right. That's excellent. Do you have that scripture?
I was trying to find it.
Yeah, if you find it, let me know when you find it. We're gonna bring that up. Because that's hitting exactly on what I'm talking about. You got two people that come to you and ask you for help. One, somebody in the school, somebody trying to change their life around, somebody serving the Lord, somebody doing that. And you got your wicked ass auntie, brother, sister, cousin, whoever they are, that don't give a damn about what you got going on, smoking weed, doing all this kind of other stuff. A person that's in the school, that's your new brother and your new sister. Trooper Kaya, could you find that verse? Could you find that scripture for me where it says when Christ said, "Those that do the will of my Father are my brother and my sister"?
Con, sir. I was
If you
holding.
can find
Repeat that again, sir.
the scripture that says, "Those that do the will of my Father is my brother and my sister." When Christ told, he told his disciples, his brother and his sister, that his mama didn't want to speak with him, and they was outside. And he looked at his disciples and said, "These are my brother and my mother and my brother and my sisters." Christ chose the disciples over his flesh and blood because he knew what was more real.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
I think I found it here. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, I believe is 1 through 4.
Now let me get that with you. Say Ecclesiasticus 12.
Ecclesiasticus, sir. This Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, I believe 1 through 4 is the point right there.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it. So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. Verse 2. Do good to the godly man.
Do who?
And thou shalt find a recompense. And if not from him, yet from the Most High.
So this is saying do good to the godly person. Do good to that brother or sister that's in the school or that's trying to learn or that's trying to change their life. Do good unto them and they will give you a reward back. Hey, man, you remember last month? You might not even remember. You remember last month, man, when I was in that jam, bro, and you let me hold $30, $40, or you gave me some food, or you let me spend the night to get my hair right, whatever. Here $100, bro. Here $50, bro. Let me take you out. Let's go out, bro, and let's hang out on me, bro. They'll give you that. If not them, the Lord will bless you in a situation. That job you wanted, he might pull it through. You needed a ride, just so happened that you made enough this month to get you a car. Whatever the case may be, it will be recognized when you do good to the good people. To the people that follow the law, statutes, and commandments and trying to change their life. Yeah, you will see good. You'll get a blessing. But you ain't gonna get nothing back from the wicked person. Go ahead, read it. Go ahead.
Verse 3. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms.
The person that's always doing wicked, can't no good come from them. They stay in wickedness. They stay doing evil stuff. They don't give a damn about you, the Lord, Most High. They only care about themselves. Can't no good come from that. They don't help nobody out when somebody asks them for help. They don't pay back what they borrowed or what they owe. They just selfish as hell. Just for self. Always want stuff for them. Always want something for them. Nothing else. Go ahead, read verse 4.
Verse 4. Give to the godly man and help not a sinner.
Give to the godly man. Don't help a sinner, sis. No matter who it is. No matter what they ask you for. Don't help them. There's somebody else that obey the law, statutes, and commandments that might need your help. That's a good precept, warrior. I appreciate that. Kayal, you found that for me?
Khan, sir. Is it in Matthew? Matthew 12:50?
12 and 50. Let's see. Let me get that with you. Verse 12. Like, 1 second. My bad, Salaki. You said 12 and 50? Whosoever shall do the will of. All right, and let's see. Let's start at 46. Kayal.
Khan, sir. Matthew 12, verse 46. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, discerning to speak with him.
Christ at the middle.
Salakia, sir. Desiring.
Right. Christ at camp. And he giving it to the people. Educating them, showing them what they need to do, showing them what they're supposed to be doing, trying to rearrange the way that they living, giving them the truth. His folks roll up. Fam roll up. His mama and his brother them. They need to holler at him. But he doing the Lord's work. And we all know the Lord's work comes first before anything.
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 47. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. 48.
They said it again. Because while Christ doing the work, he see them over there. But the Lord's work is more important than whatever they want from him. Bringing the Lord's people up out of whatever they at is way more important to him because that's his job. That's what he came to do. That's our job. That's our first job. Our first wife is this truth. It comes first. The Lord works come first before our own wants. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 48. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother? And who are my brethren?
Who you talking about, bro? Who my mother? Who my brother? What mama? What brothers? You talking about they want to talk to me, want to holler at me? Are they in the Isupk? Who needs some money from me? Who need help? Are they in the Isupk? Are they in the truth? Do they follow the law, statutes, and commandments? Are they a brother? They pay tithes? Who are you talking about? Go ahead.
Khan, verse 49. And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren.
Christ said, Trooper Amon, Trooper Kaya, Salaki, Officer Gaba War, my sister Yana Kwa. Who else we got in here? Officer Yabasat, Banyana, Zakaya, Sarah, Tinker Rodriguez, Trooper Masha. Who else in here? Ramah, Shayara. All of them my brothers and my sisters.
Khan.
Every brother and sister that's in the ISUPK, them my brothers and them my sisters. Yeah, I got blood brothers and sisters. Yeah, I got a blood mother. I got a blood father, but I can consider Commanding General Yahanna my father. Those are my brothers and my sisters. Go ahead.
Khan, Matthew 12, verse 50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
Anybody that's in the ISUPK, that's in the truth, that follows the laws, statutes, and commandments, that serve the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, them my brothers, them my sisters, them my mothers, all of them come before anybody that's not doing none of those things. I'm going to help them out before I help anybody. I'm going to see about them before I see about anybody else first. Because I know we on the same page. We got the same objective. We got the same goal in mind. We trying to reach the kingdom. Anybody else, they just trying to, get whatever they can get for whatever lust that they got. Can't really trust nobody in the world really asking you for some money. You don't know what the hell they gonna go do with it. They might be trying to go buy an eighth, go smoke some weed, or go give money to a prostitute to have sex with, or you don't know what it's about. Don't put yourself in that predicament. But if a brother and a sister in the school come to you, if you have it, if you're able to do it, help them before you help the other people. Because you'll get recompense for it. Or the Most High will bless you and have some mercy on you in another situation that might come up that you can't see. And you wonder how you came about it, or you wonder how you got over it, or you wonder what happened. It's that you showing that person brotherhood or sisterhood when the time was needed. So those are two excellent precepts on what we're talking about right now. Know what I mean? So we're gonna go on. Let me get John 4:20.
John 4.
Yeah, let's put that is John 4:20. Is that 4:20? Hold on 1 second. 1 second. It's like first, well, nah, my bad. While we over here, let's go to John 13:34. My bad. Now, whoever got it, y'all can read it.
Khan. John 13, verse 34.
Right.
A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
This is not really a new commandment, but Christ is just upping the ante on it. He reiterating it because some of these people have never heard this in Christ's time. Remember, they wasn't following the law, statutes, and commandments. Some of the Jews in Jerusalem and Israel. Some of them didn't even know their own heritage. So when Christ stepped on the scene and he seen all this, he's like, "Damn, man, look at my folks, man. They don't even really know who they are. They calling themselves Roman names, following Roman customs, like Paul was. Paul was a Roman citizen, a Jew, just like you and I, calling ourselves African Americans, not even relating to being Hebrew Israelites. It's the same thing. So this being new to them, Christ saying, I got a new commandment that I give to you, that ye love one another, man. We got to love each other because Christ knew that was going to be the only thing that help us survive in these times to come. He made sure that he iterated that every chance he got. Love one another. As I have loved you. I loved y'all so much that I gave my life. I fed y'all, I clothed y'all, I showed y'all the way to go. I love this, me showing y'all love. This is me showing y'all brotherhood. Love y'all, love each other like I love you. If y'all love me, y'all love each other. Go ahead.
CHAANAK, verse 35. But this shall all men know, that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another.
Christ saying, this everybody know y'all rock with me and y'all serve the Lord if y'all love each other like I told y'all. Because you got to remember at a certain time, everybody wasn't really following Christ. Christ just had a select few. But Christ was letting everybody know who was hearing him that if y'all want to be a disciple of mine, this is what y'all must do. And this how everybody gonna know that y'all follow me is by how y'all treat each other. This how you gonna know that you in the truth. This how you gonna know that you being a brother or a sister. Loving each other like I loved y'all. Showing compassion. Because nowadays there's no compassion in the world. Nobody's not considering the other people's feelings or thoughts or situations. They don't care. It's all about self. It's all about self-gain. Got to get you before you get me. That's what type of world we living in. We live in a world where sisters hate men. Masculine men at that. They'd rather be with another woman than to be with a man. This is how much our oppressor done deemed them down. Done brought them so low that you even hate a man. When back in the days, sisters used to love men. Now, it's still sisters in the UPK now. Them the only sisters I really know that love masculine men. And there's other sisters out there too that's starting to realize, like, hey, wait a minute. This ain't familiar. We running all the good men away. Who's gonna be here to protect us and show us the way if we keep downing the men? And same with the brothers. A real man in the UPK will show you how to, that's what I tell anybody. A man that fear the Lord and serve the Lord, he know how to love a woman. And I only know that to be taught in the UPK. That ain't only your woman, that's your sister too. That's a daughter of the Most High. That ain't only your husband, that's your brother too. He a prince of the power. You gotta have that love and respect for each other. Not because you're in a relationship, but because Christ told us to have it towards one another. Husband, love your wives as you love yourself. Sisters, speak to your husband like you would speak to your Hawashai. You wouldn't disrespect your Hawashai, so don't disrespect your husband or your brother. It's all brotherhood. It's all sisterhood. It all ties together. And if you don't think so, then you sadly mistaken. You don't understand the spirit of brotherhood. Whatever y'all brothers got, man, y'all can bring something out too, man.
Concert.
Let's go to John 15 and 12.
Khan, John 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another.
There you go again. No, go ahead.
As I have loved you.
There you go again. Christ said, I'm giving you a command. Me, top dog, big dog, king. I'm telling you to do this. Love one another. As I loved you. Do that for me. Because I'm telling you to do it. I ain't asking. I'm commanding you to. This is non-negotiable. You don't have a say-so in this matter. Either you're going to do it or you don't. Real love. Not like Mary Jace, but real love. Go ahead, verse 13.
Khan. John 5, verse 13. Greater love has no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
That's Christ saying this. Ain't no greater love than this. Than the brother putting his life on the line or giving up his life for his friend. His friend is his brother or his sister. We say that to the death in the UPK. I'm either live or die for my brother and my family. Because Christ paid the ultimate sacrifice. He laid down his life for us when we ain't even deserve it. You don't get no greater than that. It don't get no better than that. Can no other person tell me there's anything better than a brother giving up his life for another brother? Because our brother gave up his life for us. When we ain't deserve it. When he did nothing wrong. He was blameless. Can't tell me that ain't the ultimate brotherhood.
God.
Go ahead, read verse 14.
Khan. Verse 14. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Yeah, just because you follow me around, just because you know me, don't mean you rock with me. But if you do as I commanded you to do, Christ called us his friends. Them Christian people love to sing, "What a friend I got in Jesus." Y'all know that song? Salaki, if I still know that. They used to say that all the time in the church, man. What a friend I got in Jesus. What a friend I got in Jesus. Oh, really? Jesus Christ is your friend? You know that, man? I don't think so. You ain't doing nothing that man told us to do. How he your friend? And that's how you know that the Christian church don't follow the Bible. They don't follow Christ. They not real Christians. Because Christ said it himself. This out his mouth. This in red. He said, ye are my friends. If, hold on now. If they just skip the if part, they don't even read. I don't even know if they even read it. Christ said, you are my friends. If stipulation to being my friend, you do whatsoever I command you. Not some of the stuff. It's whatever I tell you to do, you do it. Then I consider you my friend. Because in the scripture, it say prove a friend before you credit them.
It's like you, sir.
Go ahead, Warren.
Like they forget the do part. All they remember is like believe in the Christian church.
Right, and they halfway believe because you don't want to know why. If they believe, they would do it.
Con, sir.
They don't believe. They just follow tradition. If they believe, they will understand what these scriptures saying. Only thing they believe in is the pastor and his agenda and their own agenda. That's it. They don't believe in nothing Christ said. Because do the Christian church love each other like he told us to?
La.
Do they have food drives and clothes drives and go visit the sick or visit people in prison like we do?
Wow.
Right. Do they give alms? Do they, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they probably, the only thing they probably do is pay tithes. They probably don't even do that because the pastor passing the plate around 15 times. That's the difference between all of this. They say and do not.
Con.
In the UPK, we do. We say it and we do it. We live these scriptures. We don't just read them. Y'all living out these scriptures and commandments. They don't do none of this stuff. So we're going to drop that one. And we're going to go to Luke 6:31. I appreciate you rocking out with me. Appreciate y'all rocking out with me, man.
No sweat. 31?
Yeah, Luke 6:31.
Con, Luke 6, verse 31. And as ye would that man should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
Whatever you want somebody to do you do it to them. You want somebody to treat you right, respect you, know what I'm saying? Do all this type of stuff, do it to them. Treat me like how I want to be treated. I'm going to treat you like how I want to be treated. If I want to be respected, I'm going to treat you with respect. If I want to be loved, I'm going to show you love. All of this stuff is in the Bible, man. Verse 32.
Verse 32. For if ye love them which love you, what thank have ye? For sinners also love those that love them.
That's self-explanatory.
Con.
If you don't love nobody but yourself and the people that you rock with, What love do you get back in return? If you ain't showing your brother and your sister love, and your brother and your sister that's in the UPK, you rather have the love from a sinner? That's fake love. They don't give a damn about nothing else but themselves. And if he lend, like Salakia, for if he love them which love you, what thank have ye? For sinners also love those that love them. You gotta show what you really about. You gotta show your brother that you love him. Not just say it. You gotta show him with your deeds. Now, how you show him through your deeds is showing brotherhood and sisterhood. Because I always say, excuse my friend, just because somebody speak to you don't mean that they fuck with you. Don't mean that they rock with you.
God, oh God.
A person will speak to you all day long, but still don't even rock with you like that. See you in harm's way and won't even try to help or save your life. Brotherhood is the weapon, and we gotta use it. We must use it. T Will say that includes family. Yeah. Because once you get up in this truth, you get up in this school, you'll see how your family will turn. Christ said he can't make a variance to get turned brother against brother, father against son, mother against daughter, because you know, once you get up in this truth and you start understanding, you started moving different and you start trying to serve the Lord, they ain't gonna rock with you like that. My folks thought I went crazy. I cut my dreads off. I stopped eating pork. I wasn't celebrating my birthdays and no holidays. They thought I was going crazy. Everybody else in the world did too. That boy done cut his hair. He doing this. He call himself this and that. That nigga crazy. Whatever I lost in the world, I gained tenfold in the truth.
God.
I got so many brothers and sisters, mothers, fathers. I ain't lacking. Because that's what brotherhood do. It builds up. It don't tear nothing down. Stand firm and solid. I wouldn't trade you brothers in for nothing in the world.
God.
Not for my first best friend. If I wouldn't trade y'all in for nothing, man. Because nothing compared to y'all. So we can
So
drop
like
that
this,
one.
sir.
Go ahead.
On the strength of what you were saying there, sir, I noticed also, you know, with even with like people I used to rock with in the world, since coming in this truth, I find it difficult even to hold conversations with them anymore. Like, you know, they're not my enemy or anything like that, but we just don't see eye to eye anymore. You know, and that's just happening on its own, just because, you know, the way my mind is starting to think now, you know, it's like they don't even like your replies anymore. Like a lot of times they're saying something about, you know, something that doesn't matter or something silly that's worldly or whatever. And you, you know, they don't even like how you make comment or how you think about it. Where you're like, man, that don't even make no sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like we don't see eye to eye to each other no more. So I don't know. I guess it is what it is.
Nah,
You
but
know.
what you nah, that's true. But what you gotta do, you gotta bring them on your level. Leave them crumbs every now and then. Throw something in there every now and then. Know what I mean? You got to be the light because you the only person around in your area that's in the truth. Just like General Muhammad saying, like how Paul was saying, you got to be just like them. To win them over, you got to act like them to a certain degree. Not wholeheartedly, but you got to understand how they think and the things that, you know what I'm saying, they talk about what they go through. And then you can imply the truth in every little situation that you deal with. You feel what I'm saying?
God.
I don't talk politics with my rib. I don't talk politics with, you know, not too many people because that's not in the truth. Because me and my rib have the same belief. For other people, I talk politics with them to show them that what they think it is, it ain't. And that's how I can win them over. That's how I can have a conversation with like, damn, I ain't never thought about it like that. Because you brothers and sisters are the only ones that's in the truth in certain areas. So how else they gonna hear it? I still go around my family and other people that I used to know, but they know I'm different. They know I don't do the same thing. They don't even come at me like that. I'm being so solid in what I'm doing, so headstrong in what head first in what I'm doing that they don't even try me like that no more. Because they know I ain't budging. Feel what I'm saying? Christ told us to be the light. Y'all got to be the light. How else they gonna know if you just withhold it from them? Don't mean that you gotta like stretch yourself thin or nothing like that, but just be a light to them. Being the light is being trooper Amon all day, every day. When you around them, when you not. When they come around, you the same Amon. Being trooper y'all. When you around them and when you not. You the same solid person. And watch how they gravitate towards you. And go to asking you questions. Hey man, how you feel about this? I know you don't really like. You know what I'm saying? They gonna respect it. Just like my folks had to do. They thought it was just a phase till they 3-4 years later, I'm still doing the same thing I started. They respect it. Anybody that know me or deal with me, they respect it. Even at the slavery. I don't go too deep into what I be saying, but people that I work with constantly, they already know how I feel about certain things. If they got pizza or something, they got pepperoni, they speak up before I do. Oh, nah, he don't eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Because I you know, oh, nah, he don't celebrate holidays. You don't celebrate holidays, right? Yeah, I thought you did. Know what I'm saying? Because they know I'm being a light, but I'm being solid to what I believe in. I'm standing on it. I'm standing on my brotherhood. I ain't laying my brothers down. I ain't laying my sisters down. I ain't laying myself down. I ain't laying the school down. I'm standing on business. And I ain't budging, but I don't like drive it down their neck either. So that's the way you got to be with it. So where we was at?
It's like you said.
Mark. Go ahead.
We left off at Luke 6:32.
Okay, yeah, now we read that one already.
Yeah.
We at Mark 12:31. But I want to start at 28.
Mark 12 and start at 28.
Come.
Khan, Mark 12, verse 28. And one of the scribes came, having heard them reasoning together, and perceiving that he had answered them well, asked him, which is the first commandment of all?
See, there they go. The scribes and the Sadducees, he was always trying to jam Christ up. Who was Christ's enemy? It was a Sadducee. Go ahead.
Now, go ahead, sir.
No, you got it, warrior.
I was saying the Sadducees and Pharisees.
Right. You damn right, warrior. That's who they was. The same people that claimed they knew the law, statutes, and commandments, claimed that they served the Lord, was the same one coming up against Christ.
God.
And that's what he was saying. That's now today. Who are our enemy? The Christian church. The same people that claim that they follow the Lord, it's the same people that come up against us. When we say the white man is the devil, we have, or they see them kissing our boots, or when we tell them that they ain't supposed to be eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster and celebrating Easter and Christmas. They always try to catch Christ in a jam, but Christ knew better than that. That's why he always said, when he said, do what they tell you to do, but don't do as they do. Because they're not doing what's right either, but they know the law to a degree. Read verse 29.
Khan, verse 29. And Yahushua answered him, the first of all the commandments is, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord.
Right? He was letting them know, I know the law. I know what y'all ain't gonna jam me up. Because they wanted him to say something different so they can find fault in him. So they can see, like, see, I told you. He ain't no man of God. He don't know what he talking about. This nigga is for self. But Christ, they couldn't get Christ because Christ got the blueprint from the Lord. That's why he spoke with such authority. That's why he spoke like nobody has ever spoken before. Nobody never broke down these scriptures like Christ did, because Christ had the blueprint. They were too busy being watered down by the oppressor because the oppressor was throwing them crumbs every now and then. That's what they was concerned with. They lost their way. So when Christ stepped on the scene, Christ spoke and showed them, nah, this is how you supposed to do this. Don't y'all know these things? Y'all supposed to be scribes and Pharisees. Y'all don't know this? Christ said, the first of all the commandments is, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. There's no other God but our God. He's the only one. Verse 30.
Khan, verse 30. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment.
Lord the Lord with everything you got in you, to the T. Everything that you made of, love the Lord. And if you love the Lord, you will follow his commandments. That's how you show you love the Lord. You will do as he told you to do. Verse 30.
31, sir.
Oh, yeah. Salaga, verse 31.
Verse 31. Mark 12, verse 31. And the second is like, namely this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these.
These commandments that Christ said, all the commandments stand on them. These are like the pillars. It's like the solid ground. Love the Lord with all thy heart, all thy strength, all thy mind, all thy soul, everything you got in you, love the Lord and love one another. Because if you love one another, as Christ told us to love one another, you won't steal from each other. You won't try to kill each other. You won't hate each other without a cause. You won't sleep with each other's wives. You won't borrow and not give back. You won't lead another brother astray or force him to commit sin. You won't do none of those things if you love them. You won't do none of that if you love one another, because you'll be following the commandments by these two. If you're doing these two, you're following all the commandments. And that's just the truth of the matter.
God.
That's showing brotherhood. That's showing the Lord that you love him by how you treat each other. Because once again, he knew that if we didn't show this towards each other, we was going to fall apart. He knew it. That's why he iterated it at when it was coming time for his mission to be complete. Man, y'all got to love each other, man. Y'all got to stick by each other, man. Y'all got to have compassion towards each other, towards other people, towards your nation, towards your people. You got to do that because that's what's going to hold us together. If we stop doing that, we're going to be scattered abroad. Same thing we see today. That's what Christ was warning us about. Let me get one more. Let me get 1 John 4:20.
First John 4:20.
Conway.
Con. 1 John 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love Yahweh.
The man say, I love God. Christians always say, I love the Lord. I love God. Go ahead.
Con. And hateth his brother.
I can't stand Sister Shirley, though. Brother Thomas, I hate that nigga with a passion. That nigga think he all that. I love God, bro. Yeah, the Lord know I love him. But DJ round the corner, I'll fire his ass up. Tamika around the corner, I'll beat her ass. These are the people that say they love God. They're the same ones saying they love God. The same one that go ahead.
1 John 4:20 from the top. If a man say, I love Yahweh, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
Everybody in the church a liar. They're the main ones claim they love God, but they hate the person that's sitting on the pew behind them. They hating on the person right beside them. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, hate you. That's what's going on.
God.
That's what he should be saying, because that's what they're showing.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, these kind of scriptures right here, if the pastor would read them, I believe he'd clear out the church. Like
He ain't gonna read them. He is never
Read
gonna read
that.
these scriptures.
Yeah, right.
What you trying to have the pastor broke? You want the man to have no money? If them pews empty, his pocket's empty. They go hand in hand. As long as your grandma been going to church and she ain't never read that,
Con, sir. I think grandma would just pass out.
she'll tell you what Bible is that. That's a lie. That ain't the Bible. That ain't the right Bible. Not Bible. Nah. Pastor ain't said that. If a man say I love God and hate his brother, he is a liar. Go ahead.
Count Khan. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he have seen, who has seen, how can he love Yahweh, whom he hath not seen?
I ain't never seen the Lord, but I love him. But that damn y'all, that nigga get my timing wrong. Ooh wee. Amon, if I catch that nigga around here tomorrow, I'm a boy. You yeah, I got something for him. I love God though. If you can't love the person that you see every day, how the hell you think you gonna love the Most High who you ain't never seen in your life? You can't even love somebody that you see physically. How you gonna love the Most High? You can't even get past step one. You a liar. You be lying on God like that, using God. God ain't got no dealings with you like that. You can't that, and that's so righteous and so honorable. Like, how the hell you gonna love me, but you don't love this man? I love this man. It can't work. The weapon we got that will never fail us is brotherhood.
God.
It's our weapon. Iron sharpen iron. We love one another. That's the closest we getting again to the kingdom, getting to rulership. If we show brotherhood, we one step further than where we was yesterday. If you treat people like how you want to be treated, you'll gain so many other people. People look at you as an inspiration. If you're there for a sister or a brother when they need you, the Lord will reward you even if they can't. These are all the things that help us to understand what we really doing it for. We trying to take the kingdom. Kingdom come not with observation. And it starts with us. Starts with brotherhood, love, compassion. All these things that we're being taught that our King Yahushua taught us. So with that, I'm going to end the class. I want to say big up the newly raised officer Gaba War, to Trooper Kayal, Trooper Kaz, Trooper Amon. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, like, share, subscribe. Let's get this brotherhood waxed like gold, man. Let's get this thing shined up. Make this glue stick. See y'all at Passover. And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just big up and support the school. ISUPK. With that, shalom.
All sign Christ. Shalom.
Shalom, Adawan.